Never mind, it's real. That's what you think. But here we go, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Alkion, we have our blue Zerg player representing himself currently teamless. He was on CSO Esports for a long time, but currently representing himself, the Polish Zerg player, it is Trifax. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the Polish Protoss player, the red Protoss representing Storm Gaming, one of the best Protoss in all of Poland. It is Gerald. Here we go. Huh. As a Trifax. Oh my god, Gerald being so annoying. Keeping up with the drone, delaying the expansion for a little bit here. It's going to be 1 or 2 seconds later than we would like. Not the biggest disruption as Trifax does take the unnatural natural. It's going to be a hatch first build out of Trifax. And Gerald, meanwhile, going for the gate expand. There's no goal-based shenanigans this time from Trifax. Or from our Zerg player. As the laser did attempt it in his game against Rodzin, but was denied. Likewise, we have our hatch gas pool set up here for Trifax, standard opener from our blue Zerg player. Likewise, Gerald settling in across the map, going for his own standard build. And I don't expect too much deviation. I mean, last time we were on this map, we had our Protoss player Rodzin go for a Stargate Void Ray opener into Mass Oracle, which was a lot of fun. But I don't expect to see too much shenanigans out of Gerald. He's a much more standard player. He can all in, don't get me wrong, especially in PvP. In PvP, Gerald can be a menace. He can be absolutely a menace in PvP. But against Terrans and Zerg players, he's a lot more by the book. Usually. But now, Probe going to be getting across the map, going to be disrupting some of the mining here of Trifax, being a nuisance. But the Probe does take some extra hits, then we go, we mine those minerals, and now the Probe should be getting the hell out of here, hoping to avoid those lings and delay the third base. Meanwhile, we're getting ready for our tech of choice. It should be Stargate in the main, as the Warp Gate has been denied, or has been cancelled. There is no Warp Gate here on the Cyber Core. Trifax should be aware of that, and there is that Stargate in the main. Trifax yet to get confirmation, but again, this is more of a standard opener, standard build. It's going to be on Trifax to keep up with the Adept and the Oracle harass of Gerald. We'll see if he can. As the first Adept is moving out across the map, going to be threading the mineral lines. Oh, a bit of a pylon block at the third, not bad. Gerald's able to sneak in, and will delay this third base by quite an amount of time. Does cancel that pylon. We're in position to focus down any kind of drone, any kind of third. Oh, as we do commit to the shade, we dive into the main. 1 drone goes down, but now we can expand. Now we can take our third. There we go. The hatchery has been thrown down. Won't be delayed any longer. Gerald has gotten 1 drone kill so far, which is good, but nothing too substantial. The Adept has to back off. Second Adept getting in position at the third. We shade into the main, but Link Speed kicks in and we can shut down the Adept. Very nice cleanup here by Trifax, only losing 1 drone to the Adept, so acceptable losses here for the Zerg player. As Gerald is attempting to expand and is moving out with his Oracle. Here we go. First Oracle towards the third base. 2 queens are in position. The creep tumor is focused down, but we should be able to fend off this Oracle, getting 2 more drone kills. Getting a third towards the end. Not a bad start for Geralt, getting 3 drones before backing off. Likewise, Lings across the map, we were able to get a second Adept, and even force the activation of the Pulsar Beam. Okay, we wasted NG on the Oracle, we got a second Adept. Very nice. As the Oracle got back in, got an extra drone. To take a lot of hits though. Well, actually didn't get an extra drone. That was the initial 3 drones, and that 1 extra worker was the Adept kill earlier. So less than ideal for Geralt. Yeah, it's being zoned away from the natural. Oracle towards the main. There is a spore in position. Yeah, Trifax, he is ready for this. Yeah, the Oracle taking far too much damage. And Geralt has to back off. So a solid defense here from Trifax, does maintain his mineral lines, is droning up. We have a safety Roach Warren on the way. This was thrown down around the 4-minute 30 mark, so nice timing here with the Roach Warren. Now we have a 5-minute lair timing. So we're just taking up as we should. Likewise, Gerald also probing up back at home. We are entering the mid-game. Now, we had a bit of a dynamic back and forth here with Gerald attempting to get some damage done. Trifax did defend. Behind this, we do see Gerald probing up his third, taking up into his blink into +1, working on that next step. Likewise, Gerald threatening a dive and really just clearing up creep. Maintaining his position. Ooh, Lings, they do collapse on these Adepts. Yeah, the Queens move forward as well. A nice catch here from Trifax. But we only get the one Adept. The others do manage to escape, and we get the final creep tumor as well. Again, a lot of creep going to be receding here. That was every active tumor. So a very nice cleanup there by Gerald, and that means that this follow-up Blink Stalker push is going to be that much stronger. It's going to hit that much harder. Another tumor goes down. Stalkers have arrived. Blink about to finish. And more tumors getting called out. And Trifax being forced further and further back. Now Trifax is taking a 4th base. He's expanding. Has a solid amount of lava, but that's a queen going down. And we rotate over towards that would-be 4th. And workers, they have to pull back. Overlord gets shut down. We do have a lot of Lings, but we have the Oracles to support. And Trifax, he is in trouble. Can we collapse on this army? Adepts, they shade in into the mineral line. Drones are going down. And the Lings are kept busy. So far, decent Blinks. Drones are getting targeted down here as well. 3 workers go down. The Queen falls. And there just aren't enough Lings. Without roaches to defend, we're just bleeding out far too much. Here come the reinforcing wave of Stalkers. Again, we had the Roach Warren, but 0 roaches. Yeah, pure Ling Queen cannot keep up with this. As we are bleeding out so much. How many Stalkers? We've lost 1 Stalker. 1 Stalker has gone down throughout all of this. Again, that's how insane these Blinks have been and how safe the army is. Again, there's just 0 creep. There's no creep, and if the Lings ever try to go for us around, we have the Oracles. Like, the Oracles are here to just focus down those Lings. To activate their beams, that's a kill on the 4th base. Behind this, Gerald taking his own 4th as the gold, taking a 5th as well. Working towards charge, +2. Gerald just choking Trifax out here. Again, he just can barely keep up. Down to the economy, down to the production. Roaches are now amassing. But at this point, it might just be too late. Oh, the slow lots are coming in. We don't even need charge. The slow lots, they push forward. They collapse here on top of those roaches. We do pull back for now, but we do soak damage. And without Lings, there's nothing to support the roaches. Expensive losses here for Trifax. As roaches are going down. And charge now kicking in. We collapse here on top of the 3rd base. And Geralt is snowballing out of control. And it's just becoming far too much as we even catch all these overlords. Oh, so many of them so vulnerable. As Trifax gets insanely supply blocked. And Lings, they turn back around. And this is going to be a bit of a better engagement for Trifax, but we have Oracles. We still have plenty of Oracles in the sky. They're out of energy, but the choke point is real. GG gets called, and Gerald will take game number 1. GG. Again, just some solid aggression out of Gerald. Trifax was holding his own. He was holding his own. He was keeping up with Gerald for the most part. Gerald didn't get too much economic damage done early on, but it wasn't about the economic damage. It was about the Adepts. The Adepts, they cleared up every single tumor, every single creep tumor in between the natural and the 3rd. So very little map presence for Trifax. And then in came the 2nd wave. The Blink Stalkers just applying so much pressure, trading well against the Lings. Unfortunately, Trifax never invested into any roaches, which means the backbone of his army was quite fragile. He didn't really have much DPS behind his Lings. It was just pure Ling, and we saw how well Geralt was handling all those Lings. It took a little bit too long for Trifax to start investing into those roaches and into a more robust army. By then, it was too late. Was too late, and with that, Gerald takes a lead. Does take game number 1, but it's the best of 3. You know, it's a best of 3. We can bounce back here in game 2. I want to believe that we can bounce back. So we're going to be loading in to Ghost River. Ghost River is going to be game number 3. Get a much smaller map, shorter rush distance. You can be very aggressive here on Ghost River, so I wonder what our plan is going to be. This goes both ways. We've seen a lot of adepts. We've seen a lot of glaive adepts on Ghost River from the side of Protoss. Likewise, we've seen a lot of Roached Queen-based all-ins as well from the side of Zerg. So we could see either one. Either or is definitely viable here. So we'll see who's the first to kind of throw down that gauntlet and go for some kind of all-in. As you can hear the beeps, we're loading into game. No one does. Let's go. Yo, shout out to Blood Rain in the chat as well. Let's go. I always appreciate it when even if a player leaves the team, like they're you know, the bond between them is still there. So much love to CSO. As we are getting into game number 2 and spawning in the top right hand corner of Ghost River, we have our red Polish Protoss player leading the series 1-0, representing Psystorm Gaming. It is Gerald. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Zerg player, currently teamless, but currently down in the series, but looking to bounce back. The Polish Zerg player, it is Trifax. Let's go. As a probe is dipping in, once again forcing the unnatural natural. This time it won't be delayed too much, as the drone has arrived. Drone has arrived. Natural base is on the way. And so far it's going to be a hatch gas pool opener out of Trifax. Meanwhile, across the map, Gerald, what are we up to? How do we shake things up? We'll see if we throw down an earlier Twilight Council. We'll see where the pylon is going to be placed for the tech. Be keeping an eye on Gerald. For now, we are just settling in, getting into our expansions. It's going to be, again, just hatch gas pool from Trifax. Is going to be joining up. And it's just still a little bit too early here to really get a read on any kind of aggression. Just going to be settling in. Going to be settling into our openers. Talking about the map a little bit here. Again, the rush distance by ground is quite short. It's even shorter if we knock down these rocks. Again, we're like a screen and a half away from natural to natural, if that. So, very short rush distance. Rocks can be knocked down as well. Minerals can be mined through. You can try to kind of accelerate an all-in if we were to try to go for that. But on the flip side, we also have the two sides of the extremes, right? We have the either hybrid aggression all-in or a much longer game into the late game. The reason why that's the case is because these ramps are very narrow. This ramp here is just insanely narrow. Likewise, we have a lot of high ground to take advantage of. We have these rocks as well to make a more defensive stance. And here, expanding towards the left-hand side is just going to be a bit of a more secure fourth base expansion as well. So if we can get into the mid game, we can extend it even longer and head towards late game tech. Has happened time and time again. So I'm curious where this will take us. It actually reminds me a lot of Neo-Humanity, for example. Like, Neo-Humanity was also a map that had a very short rush distance by ground, had a speed zone as well to speed things up even further. But at the same time, Neo-Humanity also had a lot of defensive features because of how narrow certain areas were. We had a lot of late game on Neo-Humanity. It's kind of similar here on Ghost River. Similar on Ghost River. As it up, say, do shade across them. Oh! Dipping into the main. Getting a drone. Getting two workers in that mineral line as well. Not too bad. 2 workers, we get a couple of Lings. Oh, can we get another drone? We can! 3 drones go down in total. Very nice damage here from Gerald. The positioning is brutal. We're just trading as efficiently as possible, and we finally shut this down. Getting a kill on 1 Adept, and the other shades back into the main. Oh my god, almost getting another drone. How much was it? 3 drones, 7 Lings for 2 Adepts. That's worth it. That is worth of a Geralt, and when all done, the Oracle gets across the map, gets 2 more drones, forced out. Looks like a triple Oracle opener into a 3rd. So a standard build here by Geralt. Trifax does confirm, and Trifax hasn't gone for any early tech. Oh, hello. Meanwhile, Geralt did go for a faster 3rd, but is going for a Twilight Council, and I do not see a Forge. No Forge alongside this. Phoenix on the way. Wait, what? So I was about to say that this looks like Glaives or Blink. It looks like we can rush into fast Blink or into Glaives. There we go. We have a Forge on the way. This should be Blink on the horizon for Geralt, but because they're making a Phoenix, we could actually decide to go for Charge instead. Like, the Phoenix is throwing me off a little bit, as the Phoenix has spawned in. Pilot Council's done, and I'm waiting for our unit of choice. Or for our tech of choice. What upgrade is it going to be? Meanwhile, Overlords are being shut down. We have a stasis trap into the main base, and Trifax to be everything time. No! No reaction! Oh, brutal as we catch half the mineral line. 8 drones, they get locked into the stasis. Overlord here at the natural is saved, but the Overlord in the center of the map gets shut down, and we have our answer. It is indeed going to be Blink. Okay. So we are working towards Blink, not Charge, and not Glaives. I mean, we ruled Glaives out when we sold the Forge. We don't typically get Glaives and upgrades at the same time. So I was curious what it was going to be. The army has right. We catch out a Queen. Queen goes down, and Trifax, he's not ready for this. Because of the Phoenix opener, it looks like Trifax maybe assumed it was going to be just a bit of a different dynamic here. Has been droning, is massing Lings. Roach Warden is done. Geralt, he is here to shut down this creep. Now, Geralt has to be careful. Remember, doesn't have Blink. Blink was delayed. And we got a surround. A nice surround here from Trifax. The Oracle does apply, or does help quite a bit. Clears up a lot of those Lings. And Geralt, he does get out of that surround. Does manage to escape it. Likewise, another Overlord falls. Geralt's getting a lot of value with this Phoenix. Second Overlord, and now looking for a 3rd. Thankfully, we have a Transfuse. Do have the Transfuse. Oracle diving in for another stasis. Oh, never mind. Just going for the Pulsar Beam. Getting 2 more drones. Up! 2 workers before backing up. Gateway explosions on the way. We have 4 gateways already done. We have 6 gates in production. It's going to be a 10-gate setup for Gerald. Oh, as the Lings are caught out, we do get a decent surround, but I mean, we have Blink. Yeah, we can just chase this down. So many Lings bleeding out. We try to get across the map. Getting some damage done. Oh, but Geralt doesn't care. Geralt, he doesn't care. Not anymore. Going for his own push. Catching Overlords, getting on top of the Roach One. The Roach One's so exposed! No, Roach Speed! Roach Speed is going to be denied. Lings have to race back home. But the Roach Warren will fall. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, just a brutal loss for Trifax. We saw in the last game that Trifax could only defend with Ling Queen and his Roaches were too late. It's a similar story here, where Roach production is just going to be so delayed. And the Mass Blink Stalker army is just going to out-trade Trifax. Like, how can we keep up? How can we? We can't. And Zealots have arrived. They're here to buffer. Oracles activate their pulsar beams. 1 Oracle goes down. But we've hit critical Mass Blink Stalker. Just too many Stalkers. Too much Protoss. Queens are falling left and right. Lings as well. We just cannot keep up. And There it is, GG. Gerald will take the series 2-0, advancing out of Group C in first place. GG. Gerald will take it. I mean, Gerald did come in as the favored player, but a shout out. Oh. But a shout out to Trifax. Oh, shout out to the crowd. Oh, and you can see them there. Bam! You can see the bar in the background, actually. Okay. Sorry, they were just having some player shots. I'll try and be faster. I'll try and be faster with the main feed. But they were just showing off Trifax and Geralt on the stage. Whew. But yeah, GG, well played. We do have Geralt taking the series in the end. My condolences to Trifax, but it's a group stage. You know, he's still in the group. He still has a chance to make it out. And I believe we're going to be following him. I'm a little bit uncertain, but I believe our next series should be Trifax versus Fnatic. Should be. As it looks like we have a couple of results coming in.